where is thinking of you in a way that feels deeper than coincidence. It's not just your imagination. You're not making it up. There's something happening in the unseen, and tonight, yes, even before midnight, heaven wants you to know that there's a secret love message already on its way to you. Not through your phone, not through a letter in the mail, but through the Spirit, through divine alignment. The one your soul has been quietly waiting for, your God-ordained soulmate, is reaching for you through prayer, through thought, through the deep connection that surpasses the natural and speaks directly to your spirit. This isn't just a feel-good message. It's a reminder from heaven that you are not alone and you've never been forgotten. Your waiting has not been in vain. Every tear you've cried asking God if someone is truly out there for you, someone who sees you, understands your heart, values your depth, has been heard. And tonight, the angels are saying, yes, yes, there is someone. And yes, they are. Thinking of you right now, you might be asking, but how? How can someone love me who hasn't met me yet? How can someone send me a message without speaking a word? The answer is spiritual. Because love, when it's authored by God, is not limited to time or space. Your spirits can recognize each other long before your eyes ever meet. And that's what's happening right now. The Spirit of God is whispering between two hearts, yours and theirs, carrying unspoken prayers, carrying longing, carrying a connection that was written before you were even born. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope." That future includes the one your soul is already prepared to love. And their message tonight, though silent in the natural, is echoing across spiritual realms. They're not just waiting for love, they're waiting for you, the real you. The you that God has been shaping. The you who's healing, growing, and being made ready. Maybe they're not even fully aware of how strongly they're thinking of you. Maybe all they know is that they feel stirred, moved, drawn to pray for their future spouse, for peace, for strength, for comfort. And in doing so, without even knowing your name, they're already sending you love. That's the beauty of a God-orchestrated connection. You can feel it before you see it. You can receive it before it physically arrives. There's a reason why lately your dreams have been strange or vivid. There's a reason why you've been feeling warm out of nowhere, almost like someone is embracing your spirit. There's a reason why random memories have been surfacing, not to distract you, but to clear space. Space for something new, something divine, something heaven approved. This person may not know everything about you yet, but they're already praying for your joy, your safety, your purpose, and your heart. So, what's the message they're sending? It's simple, but it's powerful. It says, I'm on my way to you. I don't know how long it will take, but I'm praying for strength, for patience, and for God to keep you safe until we meet. I may be healing, learning, or growing, but I'm not giving up. I want to know you the way God knows you. I want to love you the way heaven intended. Doesn't your soul need to hear that tonight? And perhaps you've been tired. You've waited so long. You've watched others find love and wondered, God, did you skip me? But no, He's been preparing you. Not just for love, but for the kind of relationship that reflects His glory. A covenant. A union that doesn't just look good, but feels safe. One that's filled with purpose and peace. Something sacred. Something unshakable. Isaiah 60:22 says, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. And when it does, it will feel natural. Not like a chase, not like a compromise, but like something your soul has always known. This person, your soulmate, is being guided even now. They may be across the world or just a few miles away, but spiritually, they're already close. And their love is reaching out to you like a melody you haven't heard before, but somehow still recognize. That's because you were created with a spiritual imprint, one that matches theirs. And when the moment is right, your paths will cross. There's a reason you're hearing this message before midnight. It's not by chance. There's an urgency in the spirit. Heaven is shifting things, speeding up what once felt delayed. Your angels are working behind the scenes, fighting off distractions, rearranging circumstances, and softening hearts, including your own. So don't be surprised if you start to feel a new sense of clarity. If you suddenly feel more ready to release the past. If someone you once held on to starts to fade from your heart, that's not loss, it's alignment. It's God clearing the clutter to make room for destiny. Romans 8:18 reminds us, the pain that you've been feeling can't compare to the joy that's coming. And that includes the joy of finally being seen by someone who was born to love you, not just for your strengths, but for your scars. Not just for your potential, but for your present. You don't have to chase them. You don't have to beg for signs. You only need to be willing to stay open, to keep praying, and to trust that God knows exactly how to bring two hearts together when they've been prepared by Him. Let this be the confirmation you needed. Your soulmate exists. And they're not just out there, they're spiritually connected to you. They've been carrying your presence in their prayers, and tonight, the love they've been sending is finding its way to you through this very message. You don't need to worry about how it will happen. God knows. You don't need to calculate the timeline. Heaven is already working on it. What you can do is start preparing your heart for what's coming. Not with fear or pressure, but with joy, with hope, with gratitude. You've been chosen for a love that reflects God's heart, a love that listens, a love that protects, a love that prays. That kind of love takes time. That kind of love is sacred. That kind of love is worth waiting for. And when you finally receive it, when the eyes meet, when the spirits recognize, when the timing unfolds perfectly, you'll know. Not because it's perfect, but because it's divine. Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." And if one of those desires is to love and be loved deeply, honestly, faithfully, God sees that. He's not withholding it. He's developing it, forming it, protecting it. So tonight, before midnight, let your heart soften. Let your hope rise. Again, let the message of love that's being sent to you in the Spirit find good ground. Receive it with faith and return it with prayer. Because love that's built in the Spirit lasts far longer than anything built on attraction alone. You're not just waiting for love. You're being aligned with covenant. You're being chosen, even now. And if this message brought peace to your heart, I invite you to respond in faith. Like this video, if you believe your soulmate is already connected to you in spirit. Will always be the anchor that holds everything together. If you believe in the strength of love and the beauty of overcoming challenges together, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and affirm, "I cherish a love that navigates challenges with grace." Type "I am receiving my blessing" in the comments to claim this affirmation and allow the power of love to guide you forward. If you feel called to support this mission of spreading divine messages, consider contributing through a super thanks. Whether it's $15, $10, $20, or more, your generosity helps us share these angelic messages with the world together. We can build a community of faith, hope, and love. Comment below with the words, "I receive the love God is preparing for me." And don't forget to subscribe to Angel Message for You channel, so you can stay encouraged and connected as God continues to speak, guide, and prepare your heart for all He's about to release. You are seen, you are loved, and your soulmate's message is on the way. Let your spirit receive it. Tonight, before midnight, heaven is closer than you think. And as you continue to listen with an open heart, I want you to really let this truth sink in. You are not waiting in vain. Every quiet evening where you felt the ache of loneliness. Every time you wondered if maybe you had missed your moment. Every whispered prayer that began with, "God, if they're really out there." None of it has been wasted. Every bit of it has been building something beautiful, something sacred, something eternal. The love that is coming into your life is not like the ones that broke you. This love will not confuse you. It will not leave you second-guessing your worth or begging for reassurance. The one that's coming will recognize your heart the way it deserves to be recognized. And here's the beautiful part. They've already started to. Even if they haven't met you in person yet, their spirit knows yours. Your souls are speaking before your voices ever will. In the quiet places of prayer, they're asking God to protect you. They're asking for strength to become the kind of person who will be worthy of standing beside you. Maybe they don't even know what you look like yet, but they've been stirred to pray for someone who feels like home, and that someone is you. Hebrews 11:1 reminds us, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." That means your belief in this love, even before it arrives, is an act of faith that pleases God. And it's also a signal to the angels, a permission to move in alignment with divine timing. If you've been feeling random surges of hope lately, if a warmth keeps showing up in your chest when you think about love, if old hurts have been bubbling to the surface only to be met with unexpected peace, it's because your heart is being prepared to receive. The atmosphere around you is changing, not because of wishful thinking, but because divine activity is happening in the background of your life. And your soulmate? They're not standing still either. They're evolving. They're growing. They're healing from the past that once made them hesitant to love. They're learning to be emotionally available, to listen more, to pray more. In some ways, they've been fighting their own spiritual battles, but part of what has kept them moving forward is you. Imagine that. You, without even realizing it, are someone's answered prayer in progress. You are someone's hope in human form. And while you've been wondering if love would ever find you, someone's been praying that God would send them someone just like you. So, don't be discouraged if the wait feels long. Don't let the delay make you doubt your value. When God writes your love story, it's not rushed, it's refined. He's not trying to give you something temporary. He's preparing you both for something that will last through storms, silence, and seasons. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." And yes, that includes the path that leads to the one you're meant to marry. God's not just working on the introduction. He's aligning the timing, the maturity, the finances, the emotional readiness, the spiritual hunger, everything necessary to sustain the kind of love that honors Him and fulfills you. Tonight, the angels want you to stop doubting what God has already spoken. They want you to rest in the truth that love is not far. The message sent to you in the Spirit, this quiet wave of warmth, this reassurance in your soul, is real. It's your sign. And it's your permission to stop replaying the past and start preparing for a future filled with sacred connection. There's someone out there, maybe even watching this video too, who has been crying out to God in a very similar way. God, I don't need perfect. I just need peace. I just want someone I can pray with, someone I can grow with, someone who gets my silence and my passion, someone who knows how to love me in the ways I've always longed for, gently, consistently, faithfully. And you, beloved, are the answer to that kind of prayer. This is why the wait has felt intense. Why God wouldn't let you settle for less. Why some connections had to fall apart. Why you had to spend a season becoming whole on your own, so that when the right one arrives, you wouldn't need them to complete you. You would simply complement each other. You are going to meet someone who will look at your scars and not flinch, who will hear your past and not judge, who will feel your heart and stay. And even more than that, someone whose presence will remind you that God truly does keep His promises. Because when God writes the love story, it doesn't come to destroy your peace, It confirms it. Tonight, as the world slows down, as the sky darkens and the stars come out, let your heart breathe. Let the message find its way to your soul. You are loved, and not just by God, but by someone you haven't even met yet who already treasures the thought of you. The one who is praying that wherever you are, you're okay. You're strong. You're covered in grace and guided by light. This love, it's not fictional. It's not fantasy. It's faith-fulfilled. And it will show up when you least expect it, but most need it. It won't need to be forced. It won't make you feel like you're too much or not enough. It will simply feel like home. So, if this message stirred your heart, if it confirmed something you've been sensing in your spirit, don't ignore it. Lean in. Take it as the divine encouragement you've been waiting for. So stay with me a moment longer, because what's about to unfold in your life requires more than just belief. It requires expectation. When the Spirit moves, when angels are dispatched, when signs begin to align in ways you can't deny, it's no longer about if, it's about when. And when that when arrives, your only job will be to receive it without fear. You see, the person who's been praying for you is not praying from a place of desperation. They're praying from a place of deep preparation. They've been getting ready for this. God has been working in them just as He's been working in you. Maybe they've been silent in your life, or maybe they haven't entered it yet at all. But spiritually, their voice has already reached heaven on your behalf. They've been whispering, God, prepare me to recognize them. Make me wise enough to love them right. Heal the parts of me that might hurt them. Teach me to serve, to listen, to protect, and to grow with them in you. They don't want a shallow connection. They don't want a surface-level bond. They want something eternal, something soaked in the presence of God, something that will survive the tests of time because it's been divinely appointed. Song of Songs 3-4 speaks so beautifully to this divine meeting. I found the one my soul loves. And the moment when that verse becomes reality in your life won't be full of confusion or fear. It will be soaked in peace. You'll feel it before you see it. You'll know it without needing to explain it. God's fingerprint will be all over it. And yes, their age may surprise you. Maybe you imagine someone exactly your age or within a specific range. But what if God's perfect match doesn't fit your expectation, but fits your spirit? What if the age difference is divine, not random? What if the extra years or the fewer ones are there on purpose, to balance you, to protect you, to teach you, to challenge you in love? God's love stories don't always follow our logic. They follow His timing and His purpose. What matters most is not the number of their age, but the number of their prayers. Not their appearance, but their obedience. Not where they are now, but where they are willing to go with God and with you. So open your heart. Let the walls begin to come down. This love is not going to sneak in and destroy your peace. It's going to walk in and affirm your identity in Christ. It's going to water the dry places of your soul and awaken the dreams you had almost buried. I believe that some of you have been sensing this person, feeling their presence in the spirit before they arrive in the natural. Maybe you've dreamed of them. Maybe you felt their emotions unexpectedly. Joy, sorrow, longing. Maybe you've noticed signs around you intensifying, repeating numbers, hearing their name often, sensing a deep pull to prepare. These are not coincidences. The angels are making sure you don't miss it. Your heart is being tuned like an instrument, made ready to sing in harmony with another who has been searching for your exact melody. And friend, if you've ever felt unseen, please know this. You've never been invisible to heaven. You are seen. You are known. You are chosen. And you are being preserved for the right person, not punished for your patience. Isaiah 60:22 promises us, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. And that includes love. It's okay to hope again. It's okay to expect good things. It's okay to admit that you want to be loved in the way God designed for you to be loved, fully, fiercely, and faithfully. The one praying for you right now is on their way. They're walking a path that leads straight to you. Every step they take in obedience to God is a step closer to your heart. And when they arrive, they'll look at you and feel like they've finally exhaled after holding their breath for years. You'll both. No doubt spread more divine words of hope, love, and healing. Consider offering a super thanks, whether it's $5, $10, $20, or more. Your generosity fuels this mission and helps us continue ministering to souls all around the world. Together, we are building a community of faith, purpose, and love, a place where angelic messages remind hearts that God is still speaking and His promises still stand. Amen.